So in this video, I want to give you very important advice and helpful tips about your behavior after surgery in our clinic. So the recommendations for you are, for example, in the physical exertion. So please do not perform any heavy physical activities or work with chemical fumes or in dusty air. This all can cause difficulties with the wound healing, of course. So at least 7 days of rest depends on the extent of the operation. Just listen to your body's own feelings and do less rather than too much. So it is very important to give your body the chance to heal and regenerate. And this can only be done in peace and quiet. So please give yourself and especially your body the time to heal perfect after surgery. So the body position after surgery, it's more likely to sit upright with your upper body or lie with your head elevated instead of lying flat. With an erect upper body or raised head, the lymph can drain better and this causes less swelling, what we of course want. So what about painkillers? Take the painkillers as you need them. For example, ibuprofen, 600 milligrams, 3 times a day is perfect. You can get that without a prescription in every pharmacy. Or of course, we can give you also a prescription from us. And what is important, please don't endure pain because this would be against stress for the body and thus bad for healing. So from my experience, I can tell you that most patients don't need painkillers at all, or maybe 1 or 2 days after surgery, and then all is gone. This is because we work after a precise biological treatment protocol, use very healthy material, and so pain and swelling is not really a serious subject when we deal with surgery. So homeopathy in the surgery care package, which you get from us at Medident Bavaria, the optimal homeopathic remedies are prepared and provided with an intake plan. So what is in that? We have arnica, symphytum, hypericum, calendula, apis, and some more. All substances from nature which help you in healing, which reduce pain and swelling by power of nature. So most important question for the patients after surgery is, when can I eat and what can I eat? So please wait with eating until the anesthesia has worn off, of course, because this prevents you from biting in your lips. And protect the surgical area in the first 7 days for a better wound healing. So please don't chew on the freshly operated wounds. Just try to eat on the opposite side. So for 7 days, do not excessively eat milk-based products, for example, yogurt, because the lactic acid bacteria can impair wound healing. So what is to avoid is spicy, of course, and sharp-edged food. So because this can also make irritation to the wound. What is optimal is Mediterranean food, like soup, vegetables, fish, or even soft meat you can eat. So, and if possible, as I mentioned, chew please on the non-operated side of your mouth. So what about smoking, coffee, and alcohol? Alcohol, nicotine, and strong coffee increase the willingness to post-operative bleeding and weaken the immune system. So my recommendation is in the first 48 hours after the surgery, there is a strict ban on those stimulants. So please try really to avoid these substances. What about temperature? Of course, cooling is helpful. So especially in the first 2 to 3 days with cooling pads or cool compresses, not with pure ice on your cheek, please. It is best to wrap the cooling pad or the ice in a cloth towel to avoid hypothermia in the tissue. So we do not want to have an undercooling of the tissue. You can cool it, but please use a towel, for example, where you put the ice or the cool pad inside. So, and of course, avoid high temperatures. Don't go to the sauna, sunbathing, or solarium, of course. I think this explained by itself. So cleaning, when and how can I clean my teeth after surgery? Please do not brush in the surgical area for the first 3 to 4 days. The other teeth can be brushed normally. If an implant has been inserted, you can carefully brush from red to white, which means from the gums to the tooth, or from the gum side to the implant after 3 to 4 days. So why is this important? Please remember 3 to 4 days no brushing in an implant area, and after that you can brush from red to white because we want the soft tissue, the gum, moving towards the implant and not moving away from the implant. So what about rinsing? Rinsing solution are recommended, but please of a natural basis, okay? No chemicals, please. So you can use chamomile tea, lukewarm temperature, and of course not chemical rinses because they can affect the wounds. And also, please do not rinse too often. 3 times a day is really enough because more rinsing might disturb the wound healing. So what about the sutures? As you know, the sutures we use, they dissolve on their own within the next 6 to 8 weeks. So, but if the stitches bother you too much, they can be removed after 2 weeks. So either by us or by any other dentist. But for 2 weeks, the stitches, the sutures should stay inside. So as you know, we deliver a surgery care package from Medident Bavaria. It contains a lot of useful and healing promoting content for your first day after surgery, also including the homeopathic medicaments and tools and some other tools which you will be very thankful about. And please remember about your vitamin levels and your nutrient levels. Please keep them high also after surgery because the body still needs a high supply of vitamins and nutrients after the operation. Continue to take the bone healing protocol, for example, of Medident Bavaria Vital, or your own supplements for another 4 to 6 weeks after surgery. And after that, you can reduce the amount up to the half. Okay, this is an important thing. As you know, we emphasize a very good supplementation with vitamins and minerals. And please keep this up after the surgical procedure, because after the surgical procedure, the body needs all these vitamins and minerals to build and form new healthy bone. So what about flying? Avoid air travel for about 2 weeks would be perfect. Exception, after you had an external sinus lift, which is a bone augmentation in the maxillary sinus, please avoid flying if possible for 4 weeks, okay? So no sports activities, I would recommend you for 2 weeks, and also no sauna sessions. Just give your body the time to restore, to rest, and to regenerate. And a special behavior after an external sinus lift, which is the bone augmentation in the maxillary sinus. For at least 2 weeks after the procedure, blowing your nose should be avoided because this causes too high pressure in the maxillary sinus. So you can just wipe with a tissue or something your nose, that's okay, but please do not blow your nose, especially not on the operated side. And please wait with flying if possible for 4 weeks. If not possible, please stay as many days on the ground in our clinic as possible and as convenient for you and your timetable. So now an important thing is detoxification, especially if interference feels like dead teeth, cavitations, or metal have been removed in our procedure. It is now the ideal time for detoxification. For example, with the detox packages from our Midident Bavaria Vital shop, which contains chlorella, for example, and other things. You can order then here at the website address. And if you put in the code welcome10, you get 10% discount. So what is important is after doing the surgical treatment, after we removed all interference, feel your body has really full potential to detox, and the body wants to get rid of all heavy metals and all toxic substances, and you can help your body with that. So please keep an eye on your detoxification. Ask your doctor, or you can also ask us or our medical department, who can help you and give you some advice which kind of detoxification is good for you. But please keep that in mind. Detoxing is very good because we do not want to only clean your mouth, but also your organs and your whole body should be cleaned, and therefore detoxification is crucial. So if you have any more questions, feel free to contact us. You have here the phone number. You can write us an email. We can make another appointment for a Zoom call, of course. And don't also via WhatsApp. It's also very convenient to make correspondence via WhatsApp. So our doors are open, and we are glad if we can help you. So now I wish you a perfect healing after your surgical treatment at Midident Bavaria, and wish you all the best. Yours, Dr. Alexander Neubauer.